Hey there, this is Tim Burrell, your realtor out in Raleigh, North Carolina. I wanted to talk with you about the real estate market. Are you getting tired of all those national media stories about the doom and gloom and the real estate market is, so terrible? I think it's changing. There's so many folks that have said, have so many theories about the real estate market and has so much hype that let's just look at the numbers. This is for the Triangle area. Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, very local. Real estate is actually very local. You wouldn't want a national weather report. You would want a local weather report. Same idea, you want a local market report. Our inventory in the second quarter of this year, that means the period of time ending in June of 2012, our inventory is down by 24%. In other words, the number of homes that we're trying to sell has decreased by 24%. Our number of pending sales, in other words, the properties that have recently gone under contract and are gradually working towards closing, has increased by 22%. And the number of sales that occurred during the second quarter have increased by 19%. Now, as a result, it's gotten the market much more balanced. One of the reasons that real estate goes down in value is the same old concept of supply and demand. If you've got too many houses that need to be sold and too few people buying houses, then you're going to get a buyer's market where the buyers get to dictate the terms and they get to decrease the prices, and the sellers have to work a lot harder to try and get their home sold. Well, we define the balance between a buyer's market and a seller's market as being 6 months worth of inventory. 6 months, what's that mean? Well, let's say you've got a certain number of properties to sell and we're selling them at a certain rate. How long will it take to sell them all? If the period of time was 6 months, it's balanced. If it's going to take us longer than 6 months, then it favors the buyer. If it's going to take us shorter than 6 months, it favors the seller. Think of this in a simpler set of terms. Let's say you've got a used car lot, and you've got all these cars in the lot, and you know how fast you're selling the cars. Let's say it's going to take you 2 years to sell every car in your lot. You better reduce the prices. If it's going to take you 3 weeks to sell every car in the lot, you might consider raising the prices. Same concept for real estate. Well, where are we now? A year ago, we had 8 months supply. That favors the buyer. Right now, we have a 5-month supply. This is for the whole Triangle market. Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, all the other areas around there, Cary, Wake Forest, Willow Springs, Holly Springs, Clayton, all of the areas that are in the Triangle Multiple Listing Service. Why is this happening? Well, first of all, we're getting more jobs in our area. The unemployment rate has gone down. It used to be 8.4% about a year ago. Now it's 7.8%. Still a bit higher than we'd like, but getting better, and we're increasing the number of jobs. Also, affordability is increasing dramatically. Now, affordability is a combination of the price of the property plus the interest rate. In other words, if you have a really low interest rate and a really low price, the amount that you pay each month for that property is dramatically less. Right now, we're at a 25-year high in affordability. Well, what's that mean to you? It means if you want to buy a house, it's going to cost a whole lot less each and every month to own that house than it has in recent history. The other factor that people talk about is the distressed inventory, that the market is being saturated by bank-owned properties, what we call REOs, or short sales, something I know a great deal about. Properties where you have to sell the property and you're not able to fully pay off the bank. Those account for only 9% of our real estate market. In other areas of the country, you've probably heard about some places in Arizona and Nevada a couple of years ago where you were talking about 50 to 75% of the market being distressed sales. Ours is only 9%. What's this translate to your situation? If you're a seller, you have a much better chance of getting your home sold at a reasonable price in a reasonable period of time. If you're a buyer, you might want to hurry, because if you sit and wait, the market's going to keep on adjusting. And as the supply keeps decreasing and it keeps favoring the sellers, the price is going to go up. And who knows how long these interest rates are going to stay this low. So I wanted to be the one that brings you good news. All factual, all detailed, and all local. Everything here just for the Triangle. Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, and all the cities in between, Cary, Morrisville, Wake Forest, and Holly Springs. So if you're interested in buying some real estate, give me a call because you may not want to wait too long. If you're interested in selling, thank goodness you've waited this long because the market's getting better. I'm Tim Burrell. Please give me a call, 919-812-5111. Thank you.